Hey guys, we're here with Fredrik Bergmann, the player from Norway, ex-world champion, or still world champion, I don't know how to say that, but the world champion from 2010, that's for sure. He made it to the grand final this time, again. First of all, Bergie, well, not many people really need an introduction, I guess, from you, but still, I'd like to ask you to do one.
Sure. I'm Fredrik Bergmann, I'm 22 years old, I'm a professional player from Norway, and I play for Team Dignitas.
Okay, pretty cool. So first of all, let's go to ESWC at the event where we are at now. Like, what were your expectations for the tournament? I guess you don't really had one. You didn't really say, or you didn't have any predictions because you didn't want to place yourself in the grand final. But maybe you had some unconscious expectations, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, if I'm gonna be honest, after having practiced quite a lot and played some practice matches, I just thought, okay, I've proven myself that I can compete with the best, but it's a total different level at lands. So I went into ESWC thinking, well, we'll see how it goes. I'll do my best and maybe I can get to the final with some luck, but I didn't expect to be in the final.
Okay. And at the final, are you satisfied with the... I don't know, not to be... I don't know.
I'm satisfied with the result, like the fact that I got to the final, because a lot of people doubted that I would even be close to getting to the final. So with that, I'm really satisfied. But my worst match was in the final, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah, I guess.
I wish I did play better, but the others played good, so.
That's true. That's definitely true. Well, you did say, like, also you just mentioned it. Many people, or you said nobody really expected you to be in the final, but I must say I did expected you in the final. In my head, you were in the final. I think you played pretty well online. Like, you were one of the more impressive players.
Means a lot, thanks.
Okay. Are you like it's in? No. Did you expect Carl Jr. to?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to finish that question.
And did you expect the other two players to be
No.
in the grand final?
I didn't. Like, I knew what they were capable of online, but I don't think anyone expected them to get to the final.
Yeah.
A lot of people expected Tween, Yo-Yo, maybe someone else, but I don't think anyone expected Tala and Coens, and they just showed everyone that anything is possible.
Yeah, that's really sick.
Kudos to them.
So during this event, you didn't play with your Team Dignitas shirt. You played with Team Norway, and that brings me to another story. Snick did not come here. Do you know exactly what the reason was for that?
Yeah. So, as most people know, we had a Norwegian qualifier, where we had an offline final at Bilan in Bergen earlier in October, and there was only one slot for Trackmania. And I won that, as most people probably know. Then later on, Snick got invited by ESWC because someone else declined, as he had played in the European qualifiers. He was like the next one on the list. But that was like a breach in the contract that Lions, the organizers of the Norwegian qualifier, had with ESWC, where it clearly stated no Norwegian player could play unless they played in the qualifier for the Norwegian Norwegian spots.
Yeah.
So Snick got the spot, but he was denied the participation because of that.
Okay, well, that's really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was lucky that he was already going anyways, as kind of like, well, as management for BX3. But it's a shame because I'm not gonna name names, but he deserved the spot more than someone else.
I guess that's probably true, like skill-wise.
Yeah.
Are there like any upcoming tournaments for you, as you are not in TMT anymore?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that or not? Just
there's not much to say. BX3 beat us.
Okay.
It can happen. They're really good. So.
Definitely do. But other tournaments maybe?
Yeah. Well, we have CPS, which starts in like a month, I think. And I'm also going to DreamHack Winter for one of our sponsors, Kingston HyperX.
Just do some sponsor events?
Yeah, I'll be doing some challenges there. People can challenge me.
Okay.
Should be good fun.
So if you want to challenge Bergie at this event, you can...
If you pay me some extra, I'll let you win. Nah, but we're going to participate in as many tournaments as possible. And I think if we keep switching over to Trackmania 2 Stadium and not sticking with TMNF, which I think was a silly reason from the beginning, then I think the game will just keep growing and hopefully there will be more tournaments.
Hopefully, yeah, definitely. So another question, like, where do you see yourself in a few years from now? Do you really want to be involved in gaming, or do you have a study planned? I don't know, or wanna do some kind of job in the future? I've got no idea. What?
It's a tough one because you played the game for 7 years and you don't want to quit. But you never know what's gonna happen in the future. I've been pretty lucky in terms of getting relationships with our sponsors, in terms of like working with them and such and talking to them. So maybe there's an opportunity for me in a few years where I can start working properly with the sponsors, and I would love that because I would love to keep being a part of gaming because I think it's gonna grow and grow and grow and be super mainstream soon. But I don't know. It's tough to say. I will always have a backup plan, and that's studying. But I don't know what I want to study. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, at least it's nice that you think about the gaming that you want. Words.
The pressure.
No. No, that you think the gaming community is like growing more.
It is.
Because I must say in the Netherlands I don't really have that feeling. For me it's like more going downhill in the Netherlands.
I think Norway have always been behind in terms of gaming, but I think it's growing pretty rapidly right now. And as a whole, for the whole world, gaming is just getting bigger and bigger. You have the HBO documentary they did a few weeks ago, I think, for League of Legends. You just see it grows.
Haven't seen that, but
well, you should.
Okay.
Our team is in it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But yeah, now the gaming is growing. It's bigger than the music industry, the video industry, so it will keep growing. And if you're one of the very few lucky, then you can always be a part of it, I think.
Okay, cool. Between the rivalry between perhaps what is considered the two best teams in the world, I guess Team Acer and Team Dignitas all right. Even though VX3 is coming there as well. Do you think that rivalry will be continued like for the next few years, or?
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, players come and go, but there's always going to be the two top teams unless something drastically happens.
Okay, yeah. And have you ever had like a big, huge idol player? I don't know, when you were young player, except for Carl Jr.
Let me think. The thing is, when I started playing, I didn't
Back
really.
In the days.
Yeah, I make me sound so old. I didn't really play in that many tournaments, like at least internationally. I played in the same team as Frost and Sander.
Yeah.
And they were really good.
Or,
yeah, well,
or what?
OND first on Death Row.
Yeah.
And they were really good, so I guess I kind of looked up to them. But after that, it has to be Karjan. Karjan he was simply amazing. He still is, but I remember in World Cyber Games and DreamHack, he was so good.
Yeah.
Completely another level.
Can't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that wraps it up a little bit. Do you have any shoutouts to your fans, or I don't know, your grandmother or something?
Well, of course, shout out to my team, Team Dignitas, and all the sponsors. I'm not going to mention them all because I'm afraid of missing someone, but thanks to everyone. And also shout out to all the Trackmania people, the manager in Dignitas, Odie, he's a great guy, helped us a lot. And to everyone that believed that I could do my best here, and I think I made you proud, I hope so at least, that I got to the finals, so yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, and see you next time, I guess.
Yep, see you next year. Woo!